Réunion Island looks like a speck in the Indian Ocean on the map, but zoom in and you'll find a spectacular island with towering mountains, breathtaking canyons and stunning waterfalls. An overseas French department located in the Indian Ocean between Mauritius and Madagascar. To get to Réunion, we took a 12 hours flight from Paris to Saint-Denis, the world's longest domestic flight. Despite its remote location, Réunion is very well connected to Europe, with daily direct flights from Paris. French is the official language, and the craziest part is that you can use euros and European phone services. Réunion is known for being a mecca for hikers and those seeking an active holiday infused with lovely beaches and scenic views. If you are visiting this place for the first time, here you'll find my favorite activities you can't miss if you are on Réunion Island. There are many hikes you can do in Réunion, but one of my favorites is Trou de Fer. This 9-kilometer hike is in the heart of the island and it takes almost 3 hours to complete. The trail begins on a vast plateau at 1,300 meters and it leads through an almost mystical forest named Belouf. The abundance of rain combined with the mountainous terrain blesses the island with spectacular waterfalls. The grandest of them all is Trou de Fer, a 720 meters high waterfall, also the highest in France and its territories. Another waterfall hike that you can't miss is Cascade Blanche, located in the valley of Salazie. The ride to get there is something incredible. It feels like being in Jurassic Park. This is probably one of the lushest places I ever seen. The 3.5-kilometer hike to the waterfalls takes 1 hour to complete. The first part of the trail is very easy and provides access to a viewpoint from where you can see the waterfall. In the last 40 minutes the hike gets quite steep and continues to the foot of the falls. Cascade Blanche is the third highest waterfall in Réunion with 640 meters. The landscape is surrounded by lush mountains, a green paradise. The Salazie Valley is my favorite area here in Réunion. On the other side of the island, there are more easily accessible waterfalls, which are very popular with tourists and locals for picnics and barbecues at the weekends. I am talking about Cascade de Grand Galets. If you don't mind the freezing cold water, you can swim in the natural pools or you can try canyoning. There are many areas where you can stay on Réunion Island. If you are looking for fancy hotels and white sandy beaches, I recommend Bukankanu. If you're a sea lover and you want to do many water activities like diving, surfing or whale safaris, Saint-Gilles is the place for you. The city of Saint-Pierre is the area where I stayed. It is also the ideal place if you are looking for more restaurant options, affordable prices, snorkeling and kite surfing. If you decide to stay in Saint-Pierre, I would highly recommend this apartment. It is very affordable for Réunion prices, spacious and with a beautiful house decor. You can see the moment you enter that the host puts a lot of attention to every single detail. The highlight was the terrace from where you could see the whales jumping, have breakfast in the morning, enjoy the beautiful sunsets and yoga with the sound of the waves. My vacation in Réunion wouldn't have been as memorable without this beautiful accommodation. If you are interested to book this apartment, I will leave the link in the description below. After some days of hiking, we decided to relax in Bukankanu, an area famous for its incredible shoreline, pristine waters and white sandy beaches. Since 2021, it has not been possible to swim in the area due to the presence of sharks. However, next to the beach, there is a natural swimming pool formed by volcanic rocks where it's possible to swim. Réunion is a great place to experience marine life up close. The best place on the island for whale watching tours is Saint-Gilles-le-Ben. We were lucky enough to see a pair of humpback whales jumping up close. Every year, humpback whales migrate to Réunion Island during the austral winter. They come here to breed and give birth in warmer waters. Therefore, it is possible to spot many of them from July until October. Accessible via a long and scenic winding road, the Takamaka viewpoint, located around 15 km southwest of Saint Benoit, is certainly worth a visit. This impressive viewpoint offers an exceptional view of the Takamaka Valley, whose river supplies two hydroelectric dams. An awe-inspiring untamed site where you can not only admire majestic mountains covered in greenery, but also some magnificent waterfalls. As the Takamaka Valley is considered to be one of the rainiest places in the world, it is advisable to get there on a fine day, preferably early in the morning before the clouds arrive. There's no better way to end our vacation in Réunion than with a helicopter tour around the island. It's certainly not cheap, but if there is a place in the world where you need to seriously consider splashing out on a scenic flight, Réunion Island definitely tops that list. I recommend the tour Le Grandiose, the longest flight lasting 55 minutes that flies around the whole island. The view from above is simply out of this world, taking you over remote areas. Highlights include flying in the UNESCO site, right between the summits of Piton de la Fournaise, one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Flying over Salazie, you will discover the eastern coast, more humid with luxuriant vegetation, which dives you into a real tropical garden. You will be fascinated by the countless waterfalls and green peaks. My favorite area was the Takamaka, most of which is only accessible by helicopter. Réunion is so diverse that the landscape changes every few minutes. It's called the Intense Island for a reason. If you are looking for a unique destination, you must visit this French paradise hidden in the Indian Ocean. If you want to discover more about Réunion Island, you can check my blog linked below, Bowland. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.